Good evening YouTube, my name's Sean Connors and welcome back to this Gladiator series. This is battle 6 of the first round of our Killer Touch tournament. Tonight I have Sir Rodric de Blake, Todd's character, a man of justice, a man of steel, a man of pride and honour, standing before the unnamed hero, a man who looks poor, bedraggled by his very nature, doesn't have much in the way of a defence, a few meagre possessions, but his honour intact, and his belief that he must see this through to the end. The two combatants square off against one another, and we will see who will come out on top. The unnamed hero is in green. Rodric, Sir Rodric, is in black. He's at +1. The unnamed hero is at +4. Let's see what happens. And clearly, the unnamed hero seizes the initiative and will immediately begin a charging attack. However, two things will quickly kick in. He will use one of his Kai powers, Kai Defense, which is a swift action to improve his dodge for a whole round till his next action by 4 points. And as he moves in, 5 charging, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, he's going to attempt to use one of his Stunning Fist attempts as well. He is at +9 for this attack. He gets 22 against Sir Rodric, which isn't enough. That is how mean-spirited Sir Rodric is with his armour, shield and mighty defence. It does not penetrate. It surprises Gerard and even myself with such a defence. But nevertheless, Sir Rodric now may go into an attack stance as he wishes. Seizing this situation as it stands, the best thing to do is to try to hurt the opponent with a simple thing. And that is, strike them with your longsword and strike them true. For this particular attack, he will continue, as has been the case, he will continue to use power attack as I've been instructed to do in the notes on the sheet. And so we will find out how he does. This is at +7s against Jared's armour class. We must remember the unnamed hero, of course, has improved his armour class, so will it stand up? I get 11, which becomes 18. It is not good enough. We have an initial standoff as both combatants fail to hit in the first round. We move into the second round. As a swift action, Gerard on this particular occasion will go for defence once again before he opens up with a flurry of blows. This is slightly more difficult. But these two flurries of blows are at +6s. Can he penetrate the mighty Rodric's defence? We have a 3 and a 4. I'm afraid not on those rolls. The defence holds true as Rodric spins his shield into position and blocks those hand blows away. I don't believe that the unnamed hero will do anything particularly more cunning than this at this stage. He won't shift positions. I think his position is good. Todd now has his second initiative. It's going to be, he hasn't been hurt, but mind you, he hasn't struck either. I think he will at this point have no option, in my view, but to drop the power attack and improve his weapon to +8, which seems to make more sense in this situation. The extra point could be critical. So let us see how he does at this point, and we will account for that accordingly. Let's see what happens, which is again a miss. This is going to need some thinking. 2 rounds in, no strikes, no blows, no damage. We move into the third round. The unnamed hero's position does not need to shift, but that defence probably still needs to hold true. So he will use his defence once again as a swift action. Still with a flurry of blows. Can he penetrate the mighty one? +6 to each of these. I have an 18, I have a 17 and a 13, which clearly is not going to be enough. So once again, those fail. I think at this point he will take that 5-foot step back, consider his options. This gives Rodric the chance that he has probably been waiting for, purely because it just means he can change tactics slightly. He decides here to cast up, instead of attacking this round, a Bless spell to give himself a slightly better chance. Bless will of course just give him +1, a morale bonus to hit. But he will do no more than that. But he will step forward to 5 feet after casting, as is his wont. At this point, of course, we move into the next initiative. And this will be the 4th round of using Kai powers. He will again have no option, the unnamed hero, but to put his Kai power on defence just on the off chance that things go wrong. Surely now he can seize the initiative. He can take one of these powerful attacks in. I'm going to again declare the green dice will be another attempt at stunning fist, and the other dice will be true. Again, I have a miss, so another stunning attempt has failed, and I have a miss with a 12, which becomes an 18, which just simply is not good enough. It's a complete standoff. We have not struck each other, and 5 minutes are in. Now, Rodric now has the chance. He has improved himself significantly enough that he can put the power attack back on. He's still at +7. Can he land the blow that he needs at this point? 18 is not good enough. We have an absolute stalemate as both our heroes are punching and kicking the hell out of each other with absolutely zero effect. Once again, he will probably best position he can do, to be perfectly honest with you, is stay there. Not move at this point, having seen what Rodric did. Rodric goes to 5 foot step. As he does so, he is able to step up as an automatic point here. That stops Rodric's manoeuvre that he was going to do, but he can still continue. He can change what he was about to do to something else, and instead he will just hit him. He will be dropping the power attack. Obviously, he still has Bless up. This is the second round of Bless. It won't last. Well, it's not too bad at the moment. And we will see how he does with his hit here, as we have 6 minutes in on this video. And here comes Rodric's attempt to hit Gerard at +7s. Power attack on. No. Absolute nothing. We have a total stalemate here. This is turning into an absolute ugly fest quick. It is now moving back into Jared's turn. He can still use his Kai defense, which will be his 5th defense at this point. I'll do that as a swift action. I think he's got to. He's got to believe that he can make a breakthrough at this point. He's going to attempt. Still the same tactic seems to be playing in. But I think what he'll do there, he'll try Stunning Fist with both the attacks this time. This will be his 4th Stunning Fists. This will be 4 in all once he's played these 2 in. Let's see if one of them can connect here. Once again, it is not enough. He's now used up 4 Stunning Fists. He still has some left. Both attacks have missed. It's failed to get through. Todd, realising what is going on here and looking at the situation around him, it's not in his nature to back off and start running around this arena. He has to back himself that he can believe that he can do this. He hasn't been scratched. I think he continues on as it is. It's a longsword +7 power attack is still on as required with the Bless to take away the negative. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. And we are going to roll this now. 17 is not good enough. We are 8 minutes into the fight. No one has hit. And I'm going to bring part 1 of this slugfest to an end. I have just rolled for Rodric. And I'm about to pick it up with Gerard's initiative. I bid you adieu as we move from this fight. I've been Sean Connors, this has been Outsiders, and tonight we've been dealing with Killer Touch Fight 6.